Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. Not everything I do is automotive, and this is going to be an example of something that kind of random, but I discovered this company called Strapworks, and they make all kinds of straps, cords, rope, hardware, very specialized. And for a guy who's a do-it-yourself guy like me, I thought, I will give them a try. And so I bought some material from them. This is called grab bags, webbing grab bag right there, $1 a piece. So I bought 3 of them, and there's a little bit of shipping. Anyway, it comes like this, and you get all kinds of random lengths of webbing. And it could be 1 foot long, it could be 6 or more feet long. But you don't get to pick or choose anything. You just get whatever. It's like opening up a Christmas present. So I got that, and I needed some longer lengths than what was in the box. So here's what I did. Well, my project was to hang up some stuff in my garage. That's a whole other video, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. In the process of doing this hanging up with some pulleys and some paracord, which I also got from Strapworks, I tied some of the straps together. You can see right there with overhand knots. And I sent them a link to the YouTube channel video. And I said, hey guys, look what I did with your grab bag. And the owner happened to look at it, and he said, oh, that's kind of sketchy. Why don't you stitch together the straps? And I said, oh, okay, I'll give that a try. So I got an awl, which is that tool right there for hand stitching. And I was kind of scratching my head saying, well, what can I stitch together that would kind of make sense? And I do yoga, and this is one of my yoga mats, and that's a strap that I bought with 2 D-rings on it, and I use that to carry the yoga mat around. And also, this strap, you can take it off and use it in certain yoga positions also, but that's another story. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll make another yoga mat transporting system. So in the grab bag were some lengths of webbing like this, and they already had loops on the end of them stitched. So I thought, well, if I put a loop on each end, that makes it adjustable loop. And then I take 2 of these and I stitch them together in the middle. There it is. I've got a yoga carrying strap. So that's what I'm going to try and do. This is the first time I've ever opened up a box that had an awl in it, and I'm going to try stitching it and show you how that goes. So this is not going to be a do-it-yourself on how to use an awl. You can find a couple of other videos that are very good at doing that, stitching strapping together or stitching leather together. But this is just my way of introducing you to Strapworks and what they have to offer. And we'll see if we can end up at the end of the video with a yoga carrying device. Okay, so let's do a couple of stitches here. And remember, this is the first time I've ever done this. So you have to really have it in a vise. You can't just hold it in your hand and stitch it. So I've got this started. Tighten that up a little bit more. And what you do, the thread feeds from a little container back here, and you push it through, pull it back a little bit so that you start a loop. There's a loop right there. And then, I forget. Hold on. Okay, so you go through once, you pull out enough thread here that you think you have enough to finish the whole job, and that means you end up with one end on that side of the work. Now you want to pull back a little bit, and you've got to get a loop started. And this strap material doesn't offer much resistance, so let's see if I can make a loop happen. And so you pull back a little bit, and the resistance of the material allows you to have a loop like that. And then what you do is you take your end, put it through that loop, and then you pull back. Like that. And that didn't work. Let's try it again. Okay, I got it. The first time you go through, all the way through, you pull your thread out for the length of the job. Then you pull the needle back and you start a second stitch. Then once you start the second stitch, you pull back on the awl, and that gives you a loop. You put the end through the loop, point it up a little bit, there. The end goes through the loop like that, and this is the beginning of your first stitch. Then you pull it back through and tighten it. Then you go through again. And this is like your second stitch. Make your loop. Put your end through your loop. Whoops, I got it on the wrong side of the awl. There. And pull back, and that's your second stitch. There, and you tighten it up each time. Let me do a few more. Okay, so let me get that back in frame. I did about 6 of those. Now I'm going to take the piece of material and turn it that way, counterclockwise, so I can go across the next stretch. So what I want to end up with is like a square box of stitching, and then I'm going to exit across the middle. So let's do a few more of these. I'm not going to show you every single stitch, but it looks like this is working the way it should. Through there. Now that I'm going through a good bit of material, I'm getting the loop that I want to get. That first time I went through, I didn't really have a good thickness of material. There, like that. Just don't stick yourself. Yeah, like that. I'm probably wasting some thread here, but you can buy the thread. And then each one you're going to tighten up. And this one is probably going to take 4 or 5 stitches in this direction. One more. And I'm not really following a very good straight line, but remember, this is my first time ever, and I'm doing it live with no practice. All right, there. So that's like 2 sides. I'm going to do the rest of them and then I'll get back on the camera. Okay, almost there. To finish it off, you back stitch. Just go back over some stitches a couple of times. I already did one, so I'll do one more. And then you end up with the ends. What you want to end up, all right, this is one more back stitch. Sorry, I'm blocking a little bit here. There. Pull it tight. And then go through one final time and tie it off. You'll have both threads on that side and then just tie a knot. So, there it is. There you go. There's your yoga mat carrying device and fits all sizes of yoga mats. And there's my ugly stitching. I know you're going to make fun of my stitching, so I'm prepared. But it was the first time I ever did anything like this. So check it out. Buy a grab bag of webbing from Strapworks and have some fun making something like that. You probably pay like, I don't know what you'd pay for one of those. I think they even sell those yoga mat carrying straps, but I don't know. To me, it's more fun to make it yourself. You could make it with, just buy, 10 feet or 8 feet of webbing, and you could stitch the ends too. You don't have to do the grab bag and get the loops already pre-made. You can make the loops too. Okay? Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Be safe, have fun, and go buy some straps. Okay? See ya. Bye-bye.